Today on Provost Park Pass, we're gonna be doing the top 10 trash cans of Disneyland. What? You guys are so funny. Here's what happened. We said, hey, give us requests and we'll do any video you guys request. And all of a sudden we got inundated. I mean, like, it's like you guys coordinated an attack of Disneyland trash cans. We got emails and messages like trash cans, trash cans. Apparently people are very passionate about trash cans. So I reached out to the Disneyland custodial crew. They gave me some really cool facts about the history of these trash cans. So let's get into it today. I'm gonna show you the top 10 trash cans at Disneyland and do history and facts. There's a lot. For the number 10 best trash can, you have to come to Tomorrowland. The number 10 best trash can in all of Disneyland is these little bad boys located in Tomorrowland. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what makes these ones so special? They're kind of like, I don't know, just like gray. Well, look at the detail on this one. They are gray. Well, if you look down here, you can see little splashes of color as they go around, just like Tomorrowland. But more importantly, what you see is the letter T for Tomorrowland. They're the only land that has their own letter on their trash cans. No other land has that. There's no like F for Fantasyland or Frontierland or T for Toontown or was it NOS for New Orleans Square. Only Tomorrowland has a letter on their trash cans. Sometimes you'll see these brand new types of trash cans. They're strictly for food. That's where people can drop food waste in there, which makes it nice for disposable, like a little apple core. And then you got beverages and then just normal trash. The nice thing here about this particular trash can is this. The liquids separate, they keep the recyclable material dry, and then they also separate the weight, because that causes a lot of weight. They can put the liquids down in another area, and then the recyclables in this area. So if you're ever done with your drink, just pour it right there down the ice and the drink down there, and then throw your cup in there. Keep it separated. Disney highly encourages recycling, so try to recycle as best that you can. Put all your recycled materials in there. They can pretty much accept everything except for metal, plastic, and glass. For the number 9 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come to Frontierland. The number 9 best trash can is located in Frontierland. Now, this can has a unique property to it. It's exactly what you think of when you think of Frontierland. Wood paneling, little wood on there, the typeface there, the lettering's done with wood knots. Waste, please. But this is the only land that has different types of lettering on their trash cans. You notice this one says waste please, and this one says trash. Now there's no rhyme or reason in this. Some of them just say waste please and some say trash. And it doesn't matter what part of you are in Frontierland, they change it. Like that one right there, that's a waste please. And the one right over in front of me, that's a trash. And the one right over here, that's a waste please. Another really cool thing about the Frontierland waste baskets, bins, trash cans, whatever you want to call it, is they still, some of them on the recycling still have the old school Jiminy Cricket. You know, he's got the magnifying glass, he's like judging you silently if you don't recycle. Yes, you can still find Jiminy Cricket in Frontierland. That's the garbage can right there. It fits right inside this. This is more of a shell. And then this is important because that way when people put liquids in, it doesn't leak everywhere. It goes right into the receptacle. What? They think of everything. Since the pandemic started, the garbage can lids are open. Now they will only remain open as long as the world is the way it is. But eventually at some point when the world gets back to being normal, they will close those lids. So the lids will be closed at that point. This is just an ingenious thing that Disney did to make sure that, you know, you don't have to touch anything. This is a game that the Disneyland custodial taught me to play, and I am obsessed with this game. And you can only play this during the pandemic, because once everything gets back to normal, you won't be able to play this game anymore. Inside the trash cans, now the lids are propped open, there's little stickers, and the stickers tell you the last time that trash can was painted. So I'm obsessed. Every time I walk by a trash can, I'm like looking in there to see like what it is, and sometimes they even tell you which land they came from. Look, I found one of those Easter eggs. The last time this trash can was painted was January in 2019, right there. For the number 8 best trash can, you have to come to Fantasyland. Fantasyland has three different types of trash cans in the land. The first one, the ones you see almost everywhere, are these kind of brown ones. They're not on the top 10 list, by the way, because they're just kind of like, there they are. I found another Easter egg here in this trash can. Check it out right here. This last one is painted in May of 2019. Now, Fantasyland is a very crowded land, so our trash cans everywhere. Now, like I said, Fantasyland has 3 distinct types of trash cans. The brown ones everywhere. I'm gonna go show you the number 8 trash can, and then a little later on the list, a little up higher, you'll see the number 3 trash can. Oh, there's another one. This one's also painted in May of 19. To find the 8th best trash can, you gotta come down by It's a Small World. Look at these beauties. These are painted around the Small World motif. Mary Blair created all the designs for It's a Small World, and they've kind of replicated that there on the side of the trash cans. There's It's a Small World, obviously. And look, the garbage cans, they just actually match it. The blues match, the whites match, the reds. I mean, it just matches perfectly. There are a lot of urban legends regarding the Disneyland trash cans. I mean, like a lot of urban legends. And what's an urban legend? An urban legend is a story that's got a little bit of truth, but a lot of lies in it. A lot of people said that Walt designed the trash cans, but just didn't get a patent on them. That's not quite true. I'll tell you the true story of how Walt sort of pseudo-designed the trash cans. Here's what happened. When Disneyland first opened up, they had, in the 1950s, they had what was called mesh garbage cans. A mesh garbage can is like, there's just like mesh, right? And it was an open top and garbage going in it. Walt realized immediately 3 things were gonna happen with the mesh garbage can. 1, people could see the garbage and they didn't like that and didn't want to see the garbage. 2, people could smell the garbage, particularly when it got hot. They didn't like that. And number 3, liquids. Liquids were running everywhere, particularly melted ice cream. So Walt had a problem on his hand and he needed a new type of trash can. So he came up with 3 criteria. He says, I don't want my guests to be able to see the trash. Number 2, I don't want them to be able to smell the trash. And number 3, I want the liquids contained within the trash bin. That was his requirement. So what did Walt do? He went to a bunch of different trash can companies and he requested them to make a trash can that could do that. Now keep in mind, this is the 1950s. People weren't very innovative at that time. Most companies just rejected that. They're like, nope, we got a perfect trash can. It's a metal bin, it's wire wicker, and that's all you're ever gonna get. One company though said, hey, we'll design it. And Walt says, if you can design it, we will always buy our trash cans from you. And guess what? They designed what we see now in the Disneyland parks with the flaps, the curved top, and making sure. And today, still, they honor that contract and buy all their trash cans from that trash can company. See, just goes to show. You mean, when somebody asks you to do something, do it. You never know the dividends. If you guys didn't know this, we actually started a podcast. Well, actually, my wife Amanda started a podcast. You can follow us on Provost Park Pass, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Every Tuesday, we have a brand new podcast that comes out. All things Disney and different theme parks and different types of parks. It's a lot of fun. And by the way, we were ranked like #1 in Canada. What? And #7 in the United States for travel. How awesome is that? So check out our podcast. Now, the #7 best trash can in all of Disneyland is actually not in Disneyland. It's in downtown Disney. And I'm like, don't think of it as a cheek. I had to show you guys this particular trash can because it's so easy. It's so amazing. It's right by the Napolini pizza place. A special garbage can was created just for this particular pizza place. It's oversized, it's large, and you just slide in your pizza boxes to recycle. How cool is that? This particular trash can is a unique one, only located in downtown Disney, right over here by the Napolini Pizzeria. Drop off your pizza boxes. Oh, amazing. A very cool thing about the trash cans at Disneyland is they can travel. Woo! Travel. They can travel from all the different parts of the park. Now, as a lot of people know, Disney aficionados know that Disney has regions and different zones of the park. You know, the west side, the east side, and the things have to stay in those particular areas. Not the trash cans. The trash cans, when they need to be repaired, they take them back to the repair shop, they strip them down, take all the paint off. Thank you so much. They take the paint off, we strip it all the way down, and then they look and see, hey, where does this trash can need to go? And then they're like, oh, we need it into Paradise Pier, or we need it at Frontierland. They'll repaint it for that particular land and then ship that trash can to that little area. That means the trash cans can travel around all different parts of the park. For the 6th best trash can, you gotta come down to Mickey's Toontown. Toontown is divided into 2 areas. First, you got the residential area where like Mickey Mouse lives and Minnie Mouse's house, and you got Chip and Dale's house and Donald's boat. This is the residential area. So the trash cans here are a little more like maybe classy, but not too like crazy because it's a residential area. These are the trash cans that are down here in the residential side of Toontown. It's a very, very, very light blue with a broom on it, of course, for keep it clean. But if you want to see the number 6 best trash can all Disneyland, you got to come down to the city side of Toontown, where all the buildings are, that, you know, like all the commerce is. The trash cans down here on the city side of Toontown, they are gorgeous. They're kind of like an emerald green. They got a please recycle. They got the broom on it, just like on the side, the residential side, the cartoon broom that says keep it clean. But look here on the recycle, you also see a little hidden Mickey. Maybe that's not so hidden, but still. And they are gorgeous. I don't know if you guys know this, Disneyland is open. After June 15th, it's open up to everybody in the country. Anybody can come to Disneyland. And it's amazing. If you want to come on down here, the best way to do that is go to Getaway today. You can call them a 1-855-GETAWAY or use the link down below. If you do that, you're gonna get a little discount on your tickets. What? Come on down, guys. It's so fun. And if you see me down here, come up, be sure you come up and say hi to me. For the number 5 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come down to New Orleans Square. Now, New Orleans Square has 2 different types of trash cans, but these are so subtle that if you were, you would not even notice that there's differences here. I mean, they're like, it's not like Toontown where it's like obviously different. These are very subtle. Down in New Orleans, by the end of Pirates Caribbean, you're gonna see the trash cans down here have a blue stripe. They still have the New Orleans green, but there's a blue stripe around it. Take a look at this. You can see this has got the blue stripe right there. The color scheme matches perfectly in New Orleans. Check out this. The painting on the wrought iron, it's just that green color. It's the same they have on the trash cans. Do you guys call it trash cans or trash bins? I wanna know. You will notice in Disneyland, there's always a trash can and a recycle can right by each other. They realize that they are like that, people are more likely to recycle. That's exactly what Disney wants people to do. They notice that they put a trash can over here and a recycle can over here, the people will just throw the trash away into the recycle bin, or they throw their recyclables away into the trash bin. So they're almost always paired together to make it easy to recycle. As you walk in New Orleans Square and get closer to the Haunted Mansion, the garbage cans, garbage bins, whatever you like to call them, change subtly. They add a little bit of gold trim to represent the Haunted Mansion. The number 5 trash can in all of Disneyland is located in New Orleans Square. Boom, right there. And with the gold trim. Disney prides itself on the Disney way. Now Disney makes sure that the trash cans, they never are overflowing. So you don't ever see a trash can where it's completely overflowing. And if that happens, that'd be a rarity, and soon a custodian will be there to take care of that. They empty the trash before it gets all the way full. Now this story, I cannot verify the story isn't true. I've been told it twice, but still you never know if it's true. The story goes like this, that they had a young Disney executive who was looking at ways to do cost-saving measures for Disney. And one of the things he noticed was the trash. The cans are always emptied about halfway. They're half full, and that's when they emptied them. So he came up with this idea. He did his whole presentation, his pitch. He says, this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna let our Disneyland trash cans fill all the way to the top. It'll save us on service hours. It's going to save us on waste disposal, and that's how we can save money here at Disneyland. Well, the board was completely silent when they heard that particular pitch, and they finally said to him, they said, well, if we did that, it wouldn't be the Disney way. I like to think that story is true. For the number 4 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come to Main Street. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but Chris, these are just plain Jane trash cans. How come they're in the top 10? Well, I'll tell you why. Here we are on Main Street. Look how beautiful it is. You guys see the castle, the buildings, but do you know what the one thing that doesn't jump out at your eye? The trash cans, even though they're right there, they're right over there, they're right over there, they're waving to say hi. That's how amazing these trash cans are. They're painted in a way that your eye's not really attracted to them, so they don't take away from the decor of Main Street, USA. A nice, pleasant little, what's that, beige color. I mean, think about that. Could you paint something that nobody would notice? I couldn't. I'd paint something people notice it, but not for the right reasons, just because it's so bad. The trash cans are cleaned every day, and the lips and flaps of the trash can, well, those are cleaned even more often. Trash cans in Disneyland are placed about 30 steps apart. A lot of times people say 30 feet. Not quite accurate. It's really about 30 steps. Now, how did they come up with 30 steps? Well, there are two stories how they came up with that number. The first story is that Walt and a bunch of his employees removed all the trash cans off of Main Street. And when people came into Disneyland, they gave them candy, and they counted how many steps they would before they would drop their wrappers onto the floor, the concrete. And it's around 30. The most widely regarded true story about the 30 steps is that Walt bought a hot dog, and he proceeded to eat the hot dog. And at the end, when he was done eating the hot dog, that's where he would drop his wrapper, which was about 30 steps. I like to believe that story. Reason one, I think it's a cool story. Reason number two, the first words that Mickey Mouse ever uttered was hot dogs. So how cool would that story be if that's the true story of how they came up with their 30 feet? Let's test it out and see if 30 steps really is accurate. All right, there's a garbage can there. And there's my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's test that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh! Ah! I mean, trash cans are just basically synonymous now with Disney. They have like trash can salt shakers and pepper shakers. They got trash can, Disney trash can pins. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, who hasn't at one point used a trash can for like a table? You like use it as a table, or you like put your backpack onto a rummage through backpack. It's just something that we do because they're so convenient and so well designed. Hey, garbage can, do you know which language garbage men speak? You don't? They speak trash talk. Hey, trash can, when I was a kid, my job was I had to take the garbage out every week. That was my chore. My mom told me to do that. So every Tuesday I made dinner reservations. Hey, trash can. My best friend just became the CEO of a garbage company. Yeah, he got a hefty contract. For the number 3 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come back down to Fantasyland. For the number 3 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come down to Dumbo. Now this could be the prettiest trash can in all of Disneyland. Look at that. It's purples and pinks and the D for Dumbo, the star. It looks so good. Oh, and that's how you recycle. These are the prettiest trash cans in all of Disneyland, and they're very rare. They're down here by the right Dumbo and also by Casey Jr.'s train. See a couple right there, and some right back there we looked at, and there's like 2 there, and that's it. There are some misnomers about Disneyland trash. Some people say that they actually have a vacuum that sucks all the trash out. That's not true. And some people say that there's a scale on them and to weigh them. That's not true. But at Walt Disney World in Florida, some of the trash cans do have scales, so that's where that rumor starts to come from. And also they do have like a vacuum system for the trash. Though it's not underneath the trash cans. The custodians, they pick it up the bags and they drop in there like what's called the evac, and sits in there, it sucks all the way through. So that's where that rumor comes from. For the number 2 best trash can in all of Disneyland, you gotta come into Batuu, Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land. The number 2 best trash can in all of Disneyland is located in Batuu. Check out these bad boys. Now you might be thinking, yeah, well, they kind of look beat up and dirty and dungy. They're designed to look like that to match the world of Star Wars. They got a little rust on them, a little grime on them. But really what you want to look at is this number right here. 326-3827. 326-3827. You might want to write that down and Google that number because it'll tell you what it means. If you don't want to Google it, I'll just tell you what it means. If you watch the original New Hope, Star Wars New Hope, when Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia are in the trash compactor, the trash compactor's number is 326-3827. And if you type that number in Google, what comes up? The trash compactor. So, I don't know, maybe these are little baby trash compactors from the trash compactor on the Death Star, the original Death Star, right here. These little beauties are little baby trash compactors from the Death Star. Trying their best to trash up that, to compact that trash. You can do it. You can do it. For the #1 trash can in all of Disneyland, you have to come to Adventureland. Adventureland has two different types of trash cans. This first is just like a little safari green, like motif there. But in order to see the #1 trash can, you have to come down to Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. These beauties are the #1 trash cans in all of Disneyland. Now you might be thinking to yourself, but Chris, they don't really look spectacular, not bright colored. But they're different. These are the most expensive trash cans in all of Disneyland. The reason being, if you look at the top of them, they have like beveling, texturing on them. They're the only trash cans that actually have that. You see it right there as well. The texturing even goes down the sides of the trash can. Disney pays extra money to have this texturing on these trash cans for the ride at Indiana Jones, the Temple of Forbidden Eye. They're the only trash cans that have this type of texturing, making them the most expensive trash cans in all the Disney parks. Also, because of that, these trash cans are permanently here at Indiana Jones. Like the other trash cans that we talked about can be repainted and put in different areas. Not these bad boys. These ones are here to stay. The trash cans have little stickers inside them saying like where they belong. But as they get repainted, the Disney custodial staff oftentimes will remove those stickers. It is the hardest Easter egg I've ever tried to find here at Disneyland, is to find one showing where that trash can originally was and now in the new area. I have only found one in my entire time trying to do this. So here I am in the line for Splash Mountain. Well, look at this trash can. If you look at this trash can right here, look at this. You can see the tape. It says Pirates Caribbean wood grain. This used to be over by Pirates. And I put the tape here, now it's over here at Splash Mountain. I am obsessed with this game and finding where all the trash cans have been. What? That trash can was at Pirates Caribbean, been repainted, and now it's at Splash Mountain. It's the only one I've ever found showing the different locations. How cool is that? You guys know the drill, so I'm not gonna even say it. Hit that, do that, you know. Just do it, thanks. It means a lot.